Hello, this is Kelly from Photo Bake Shop, and thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be talking about 3 ideas you can have to finance your photo bake shop. When I started the business in 2005, I didn't have the money to start a business. In fact, I had zero money to start any business. And so I certainly don't want to discourage any of you. And at the same time, you must realize that in order to start any business, it's going to require some investment on your part. There's equipment involved, there's time involved for people helping you get started, the materials, the marketing, all of that costs money. So, like I said, I want to encourage you because I was in a similar situation. If some of you are watching this or listening today, and you're thinking to yourself, I want out of my full-time job, I need to start my own business, and I want to work from home. Whatever your situation is, just know that there are creative ways. And where there's a will, there's a way. If you really do want to start something new, you will find a way to do it. So I'm going to share with you what I did and just give you a few other tips that might apply to your situation. When I started the business in 2005, it cost me $25,000 that I didn't have. And this is one way that you could do this. I actually had a private lender, and I call him, his name was Bill. And Bill, if you're watching this, you really are an angel, because he did not know me. He knew of me through a mutual acquaintance that we had. But he really did not know me. He lived in Michigan, I lived in Pennsylvania, and he believed in me based on our conversation on the phone about this business, and he knew about the product, and he was excited about it. And he wrote a check for $25,000 without any idea of whether this was going to work or not. And I went into an agreement with him that I would give him commission on all the products sold, and I did that. And I paid him back 100% and then some, because we ended up working together with another business that I had also, and he did my search engine optimization at the time and worked on my website. So we created a great partnership. So if you have a family member or a friend or maybe a stranger that believes in you, this is one way you can finance your photo bake shop. And by the way, I paid $25,000, but our cost for this business isn't even close to that. So I don't want to scare you away thinking you need to come up with $25,000, because you don't. So that's one way. Number 2, and this requires a small business loan or a home equity line of credit that you would go to your bank, and we can give you all the information that you need for them to make a decision to give you a loan. The only thing is you're going to need a credit score of, I believe it's 675 or higher, in order to qualify for any kind of a loan. And then they usually require 20% down to do that. So you're still going to come up with 20% of, you know, usually the bank's minimum loan is $25,000. So you're still going to have to put up front costs for that. And like I said, we're not charging that for our business, but those are the bank's requirements. So you can decide whether that's an option for you. Number 3, and this is my favorite one, for those of you with good credit and are looking for a fast solution. If you don't have a family member that could fund it and you are really in dire straits financially, but if you have good credit, you can get no interest credit cards. And I actually got this tip from Susie Orman when I was on QVC back in 2002. I was selling a product there, and QVC requires all of the product to be packaged and shipped and labeled in their warehouse before you go on their show. So you are putting up all that money up front, and that cost me over $20,000 for that adventure that I didn't have at the time. So what I did was I used 3 zero interest credit cards, and in 1 year, when those when the interest would start to kick in, you have to monitor this, but right before you transfer the balance to another zero interest credit card. And you can do this because, you know, I could do it because my credit was always good. So this is an option. If your credit's good, get zero interest credit cards. You're only going to need one or possibly two to fund this business, and it's an immediate quick start way to get it rolling. So those are my tips on how you can finance your own photo bake shop. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. It's Kelly, Kelli, @photobakeshop.com. Have a great day.